Temu package arrived, and while I had to buy a possibly new pick guard, which I went with a white pearl, in some trial testing, it seems that this will fit better than the white, circa the cutout for the control panel. I went with a chrome jack cup instead of the black. I bought the mushroom head strap locks instead of the other ones, since I had to be there anyway. And so this is all going to be part of the assembly parts. And of course, going with the white, I'll go with the white tip on the switch. So all that has to go over there, and then this I have to reassemble. Oh, and my plate came with a slanted and not a straight slot. Okay? I don't have one like this on anything, so I decided, since I had to go anyway, boom. This is 32 millimeters wide, which fits perfectly in there. Now getting this lined up on the guitar is the other thing. I may need to actually, when I get it locked down, take my router and route out around here, or I'm going to have to go inside the body and route for the pickup to be able to fit in. It's very narrow, so it all depends on the vertical placement. So what did we do? Well, what I did is I took off the 250 and I put on 500s. Instead. So all I gotta do is mount this on here and get it ready to go on the body. Okay. Just a problem with the hole. Let me see if we can make it work. Nope. Nope, it's not going to work. That's the wrong bit. This is the right one. Oh, and of course that's not off. Alrighty, we have a problem with the holes. Just being a little bit, and it could just be the chrome, and it likely is. I'm going to get a drill bit and just kind of run it through those holes. It looks like it's a 9/64 just to open it where I want it. Alright, metal filings. Dangerous things. Alright, that should give me the distance I'm looking for. These screws just came out of here and they give me trouble. Could still be the plate. That's on. Then there's this. Yeah. And because these are extra long shafts, I'm going to need to put some extra nuts on here to stop them from going too far through the top. I have a bottle somewhere with hardware in it. I need to clean up some solder. I don't like it. And I might put this treble bleed on it. Just because I can. Clean this up. The body, I put a third coat of wipe-on poly on it. So it's on the table drying up, and before I bring it back to mount this, I have to drill the holes in the body for these mounting holes anyway. We're just going to clean this up and I'll be back. Determined that a 5/64 is the right size, close enough for these plate screws. All we got to do is get it centered on the mark and slowly slowly make the mark. Alright, I'm going to try turning this one in reverse first. I'll keep that drill around because I think the ones to mount the cup will probably be about the same. I think they're exactly the same because they mount with pickguard screws. Okay. Now, I have to put this on in order to do the checking for the pickguard. I'm not ready to install the pickup wires yet. Come on. I am going to need to mount the pickup on here to make sure that it's going to fit inside. There's a small overhang. When it's there, it's equally distant from the plate here. There's quite an overhang there. I think it's going to be a little bit wonky, but that doesn't matter as long as it plays properly. I can shave all that off with the router bit. Okay, give me a sec to mount this. Okay, I've done a trial fit with the pickguard, and I am going to have to take this wall back a little bit. It is a bit rough, and it could be smoothed out anyway. So we're going to hook up the vacuum to this router. I'm using the small one this time, and I put this to protect the top. Okay, this is heavy. I need good light. I'm going to pull this light back down here, like that. so I can see inside. Okay, there's going to be noise, so I'm going to squelch the audio on this. Forgot to put my ear protection in. Okay, I still got a little bit of a lump there. Alright, that ought to do it. It's much bigger than it was. And that ought to do it. Safety, unplug the tool. Okay, let's pull that off. Let's retry this. I'll put the wires out through the front here, the neck pocket, just for now, because that's an easy way to keep them out of the way. Okay. Alright, good. That's not butting up against that anymore. That's pretty close. Alright. Not bad. It's not bad at all. Now, what I want to get is this side to side set properly for the strings. And in order to do that, I am going to have to run these wires into that pocket and install the neck temporarily with a couple of dummy strings again in order to align where I want this to go. So that's a lot of tedious work, which I'm just gonna do it, and then I'll show you. But I got it. I took off the pickup after marking where the center of the poles would be on a masking tape like that. And then I was able to move it in and out as more easily without having to remove the neck every time because of the pickup in the way. And now I've got the pilot holes drilled for that. I had to do some sculpting up in here and a little bit here, but I got the pickup under the strings, which is the most important part. And now it's time for a break.